Your ability to persuade others is one of the most powerful resources you will ever discover. During this eye-opening podcast, you'll join Wayne Sutton as you uncover the secrets of influence based upon science and proven in the real world.
Welcome to another episode. Your persuasion coach, Wayne Sutton here. Today I want to talk to our coaches, our consultants, our service providers, our salespeople, yes, whether you're working for someone or you're in your own business, that you need to acquire clients. I really want to talk to you about a client acquisition system. I have clients come to me and say, Wayne, I want to learn how to double my closing ratio. Wayne, I want to learn how to overcome these objections. And they come with what I would say some very chunked down requests. Now that's important. If we can overcome objections, if we can neutralize objections, if we can neutralize any kind of resistance, then obviously we're going to sell more product, and that's great. At the same time, we have clients that come to us that want to work on their skill set, but they do not have a pipeline of clients. So being able to double, I want you to think about this, being able to double your closing ratio is powerful. But what if you can quadruple the prospect base first or in conjunction? Now, there's only a few ways to make money. Let's really look at it. That's to sell more product to the same people, sell to more people, and to sell to them more often, really. So how do we do this? You do it with a client acquisition system. This podcast, for example, I come here and I bring content. If you listen to yesterday's podcast about the lessons I learned from the hypnotist out of Raleigh, North Carolina, there was a lot of great content on framing, persuasion. Today we're talking about client acquisition systems. Every time I bring a podcast, I'm bringing content so you can, number one, go and apply it in your business. Number two, think to yourself, wow, I wonder what it would feel like and look like to work with Wayne as my persuasion coach. So this podcast gives me the opportunity to serve you, but it also serves as a portion of. It's not my only client acquisition system. It's part of a system, actually. But the podcast is one way to attract clients. But that is not a system in itself. Understand this. So I want you to look at your business. Do you have organic, maybe social media? Do you have Facebook ads, Google ads, pay-per-click, etc.? What do you have that are bringing people into your market? And understand that one area. Let's again look at maybe Google pay-per-click, maybe LinkedIn cold outreach, maybe cold email. These are three different areas. Maybe you're doing public speaking events. These are different areas that need to be in a full system. So your client acquisition system is one that will address the right people. You target the right customer. You build rapport with them by speaking their language, by finding out what's important to them. You go and you develop these questions and statements and systems that elicit that criteria. You link that to your product or service, and finally you bring an opportunity for them to do business with you, and you close the deal. You begin the relationship from prospect to client. Make sense? So my question for you today is, do you have systems? Do you have a client acquisition system? Or do you have random acts of energy? See, random acts of energy could be a podcast, part of a system, but not the full system. At least for me. Now, for some people, maybe that's their only outreach, which is great if it works for you. Some people only do YouTube, videos, ads, etc. But my question is, do you have a full system? Now, here's the beautiful part. Once you have a system where people see you, they're funneled into your world where you can educate, where you can transform, where you can offer your products or services, then we can work on influence as far as your sales, psychology, languaging, messaging, etc. But first, let's get the client acquisition system in place. So here's what I want you to do. I want to give you a 20-minute a 20-minute call with me. Let's look at your business. Let's look at your ideal client. Let's look at the processes you have in place or systems you have in place or lack thereof. And let's take 20, maybe 30 minutes and map out a plan for you. No charge at all. If I can help you further, we'll discuss that option. If not, that's okay. But I want to give you a framework for a client acquisition system for your business. What if you could double or even triple your income by simply constructing the client acquisition system? I believe you can, and I'm here for you. So, short podcast today, really more of an offer. I want you to jump over to Your Persuasion Coach, and you will see a button that says, work with me. Click on that button. Let's connect. Let's, again, 20, 30-minute call to build out the framework for your own client acquisition system so we can double or triple your income before we even talk about increasing your influence skills. Are you ready? It's going to be fun. Okay, again, this is Wayne Sutton, your persuasion coach. Go out there, influence yourself, influence others, impact the world, and get wealthy doing it. God bless.
Go to yourpersuasioncoach.com for more powerful resources on how to influence yourself, influence others, and impact the world.